you are.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. You look gorge. You always look
Thank you.
gorgeous.
I'm at you for something else, so this is not your typical every day. Are you
How are
there?
you doing?
Okay, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You
I'm
look
really
gorgeous
good.
per usual.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we are live here, just, trying to talk about all the things. I think, what's really interesting is this moment in people's lives when you have like one idea of what your life is going to be, and then you have a shift, whether it's from a relationship, or it's children, which was, I would say, my big shift
Yeah.
in sort of like consciousness and in the way that you approach life and your ideas of what happiness really means, and your priorities change. And
Hmm.
so I think this is just like an interesting kind of time and thing to kind of to talk with you about, because I think everyone knows you as an artist. Obviously, you're a musician and you're an actress, and people know the public side of you, but you, since you've had your kids, you've shared a lot of these kind of more intimate and special sort of moments
Yeah.
that, as artists, we don't always get to show people and share with people. And I think it really kind of like gives someone some insight into your soul a bit.
Yeah, it
Um,
definitely does. I mean, we don't know each other well, but I am a very shy, introverted person, and I stay at home. I'm a homebody, and kids definitely do change everything, absolutely everything. Um, but I feel like for me in particular, especially because of COVID and just like everything that was going on over the past like 2, 3 years, um, having Frankie and Sunny has just been the light for me. I've been through a lot in my life and done a lot of crazy things and a lot of great things, but they take the cake on just having made me a better person. And as cheesy as that sounds, I don't know. It's it's my favorite transition that I've ever had in my life is becoming a mom.
yeah, I would say that like I actually don't think it sounds cheesy at all. I think it's, for me, it was like the first time it really hit me that I needed to keep somebody else alive. I was like, whoa.
That's me every
gotta
day.
like gotta like feed you. If I don't, problems will arise.
Something
I have to make sure that you're gonna sleep and you're safe. And it felt like really intense.
yeah.
Because you're only really thinking about yourself, and it's kind of subconsciously, right? You're just not even, there's nothing else really. And then, you know, animals, sure, but it's not, they can still be left at home just to a degree. But kids, yeah, it's a whole other responsibility, and it's relentless.
Absolutely.
It's like once it's on, there's no going there's no going
You don't
back.
have off.
So, I would say that I'm sort of more like you. I'm an introvert and an internal processor. But for me, the reason why I loved acting is I get to play somebody. I get to be in somebody else's shoes, and there was something so liberating about that experience. And even when I would do talk shows and stuff, I would have to say, I'm going to play this character, and that's kind of like how I approached it. But for you, just wondering, like, how did you deal with the public world when you, like, I don't know, when you are shy?
Yes. Well, it's difficult. I definitely, it's a battle that I'm still dealing with daily. And I mean, to go back to what you were saying with as far as just like, having children and going from being alone. I was just having a conversation with my makeup artist. I was like, now I have a tribe. We're here at a photo shoot, and I have my two girls with me, and it's really just it's insane. But I have to say, being private has always been a really important thing for me. But now, like that, I'm happy. I want to share it, and I want to be able to connect with other women and, relate with women that are going through the same thing every day. We wake up with our kids, we're going through the same thing. We're feeding them, changing diapers, running around the house, trying to just get out of the house is.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
But it's just by yourself, like in your life, it's one thing when you have two other or three other, however many people to take care of. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I feel like now just growing and I would say becoming more of a woman now. I want to share it. I want to share how happy I am, and I want to share that it's possible to be, you know, I don't know, in a place of your life where you don't know what's going on, and then your life shifts completely, and you just adapt. We're women. We make it work. We always make it work. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but
No,
um,
it is. I think it's interesting to think, just for people to know that you are shy and that you do struggle with, putting yourself out there. And I wouldn't, it's interesting because I used to think for me, I always admired people like my husband, who's like, this fool can talk to anybody. When I tell you anybody, like everyone is his best friend. I'm like, what is actually happening?
All right, man. So that's it for the video, man. That's all the live that we got so far. We didn't capture the entire live, but show some support by dropping a like if you appreciate the effort. It takes us great effort to capture as much of the live as possible. So show some love by simply dropping a like and let me know in the comments how you feel about this. I want to see Cassie happy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to see her happy because when you think about it, man, she went through a lot, man. Whether some of the things that she went through, she caused it, but she went through a lot, man. Because I know by now many people don't look at Cassie as innocent as how they were looking at her last year. Because afterwards, they heard many of the things that was said in Diddy trial. Recently, many people started to look at Cassie a little different. I understand, but I want to see her happy. I want to see her spend time with her family and just live a healthy, happy life. You know what I mean? A peaceful life. Because, listen, man, at the end of the day, man, that's what it all come down to, man. Whether you live a good life or you live a wasteful life. And I just want to say this to all my people. Ensure that you live a good life. It don't make no sense you be going through no struggle, man. Listen, life is abundant. You have so much life to live. So ensure that you make decisions that make you happy. Don't be trying to please no one. Don't be trying to put everyone over yourself. Help who you can, but more importantly, help yourself. Ensure that you are happy. Okay? Much love, my people. It is OB Media. Once again, remember, drop a like and subscribe. See you all later.